Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome Dr. Martina Whelshula, the Executive Director of the Healing Lodge of the Seven Nations. Dr. Whelshula, pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
Nice to meet you too.
So tell us, anyone who's just tuning in, what is the Healing Lodge of the Seven Nations? What do you do there?
The Healing Lodge of the Seven Nations is an adolescent inpatient treatment facility for drug and alcohol addicted youth. It's a program that was created by 7 tribal nations within the Spokane region. And we just celebrated our 25th anniversary.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so what makes you guys unique beyond of course, the Native American aspect?
We, actually, I think that for the most part, the Healing Lodge is unique in the sense that we embrace creativity. And I like to say that we have the courage to be creative in developing innovative programming. So, for instance, we have a music studio. And our young residents write songs about their addiction, about their struggles, their journey, their hope for change, and we record them. And we have currently 3 albums out now. Oh wow, very cool. Each year we release an album with their songs. They're amazing, very professionally done. Wow. One of our young residents won 2nd place in the National Grammy Foundation Teen Substance Abuse music contest for his song My Life. Oh, very nice. We have a social justice curriculum where our kids do research around certain social justice issues like domestic violence, poverty, racism, those kinds of things. They do research and then they develop a project where they take action. They take a stand, they educate people, create an awareness around those issues. We have a lot of different, we have a horsemanship program where we teach kids how to be horse whisperers. Yeah. And it's amazing therapeutically, the kind of impact that these programs have on the kids. But adolescents are a whole different creature in the sense that they don't respond to conventional approaches. So our mantra is that we go where the kids are at. And we kind of get them hooked in, and they get build around them. Absolutely, and they're fully engaged. Wonderful. And so that's how we get to keep them and get them to stay. And that's how you build a successful program. Yes. Interesting. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more with Dr. Whelshula in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Dr. Martina Whelshula from the Healing Lodge of the Seven Nations. Dr. Whelshula, you're here from the Spokane area. What are you doing here in town? I was invited to give a speech at the luncheon for the 8th annual WIL conference sponsored by the Jackson County United Way. And so I had an opportunity to kind of share a little bit about my journey as a Native woman and just kind of talking about how I was influenced through my life, through my culture. Sure, okay. And you guys have built a very successful program. How successful has your program been, and how are you guys doing that? We received a federal grant which gave us the opportunity to follow 139 of our youth after they left treatment. And in that research, the data revealed that compared to the national average, which is about 90%, 50 to 90% relapse rate, which is quite a high number, that we have a relapse rate of just 23%. Wow, congratulations. Now, thank you. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the way that we work with our youth. So I think that most adolescent treatment facilities operate on a kind of a quasi-juvenile justice correction model, very punitive, maybe discharges for rule violation, those kinds of things. And I think that what makes us so unique at the Healing Lodge is that we kind of flip the script and we're more of a therapeutic environment. So it's not about punishing kids, it's about teaching them about logical consequences. Okay. So here's the law, you do this and this is the logical consequence of that. We give them lots of skills, we teach them a lot about new ways, kind of building new neural pathways. But I think that what is the most powerful transformative element is that we reflect back to them how amazing they are, how wonderful they are, how ingenious and talented they are. Yeah. And a lot of these kids never hear that.
And so when you start to see, you know, that they can see themselves through our eyes, then they start to have a belief in themselves, and they start to feel confident, and they start to get hopeful, and then they want to like live up to those expectations. And so when the kids leave the Healing Lodge, they look like totally different kids physically and spiritually, and just their presence, their energy is so different when they leave, because they really start to like themselves in that process. And I think that that's what makes us so successful.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, and if people want to find out more, is it healinglodge.org, is that correct?
Yes, www.healinglodge.org.
Very good. Dr. Whelshula, pleasure to meet you. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.